with his anti-gun statements, because just because he's better than Hillary, you have to understand, we were told by our sources last week that he's being blackmailed by sex operatives in the White House. And we didn't put that out to hurt the president. We put it out because we wanted you to know up front. And now we've got Hope Hicks leaving today. And she was like a cross between Melania Trump and Stormy Daniels. It just looks like his type. She's a luscious, succulent, gorgeous female. And she's in there. And yes, the word is that's been going on. And now you see Trump starting to go sideways. I want to think this is art of the deal stuff, but I got to be honest with you because that's all that matters. Trump's done an amazing job. I was right to endorse him, but I had sources off air and on air weeks ago saying there's about to be a big Hope Hicks deal, and they wouldn't even say Hope Hicks was involved in the sex operative operation. I'm not saying she was. And imagine the news I could have made doing that. I just didn't touch it. So, Trump's a man. And, you know, King David had his best friend killed so he could have his wife. He repented later, and it was real and genuine, and God said, it's a man after my own heart. And Trump's real. That's why they fear him, why they hate him, because he really does what he thinks right. But he's a man. He's got issues. And I'm not saying he had sex with Hope Hicks, like the liberals and all these people have said, but he looks spot on like his type. And the word is beware sex op, penetration, and blackmail. And now she's left, and Trump's starting to go sideways, and he's got to know the American people will forbear a man liking women. That's how the planet got here. It's how we have children. They are not going to put up with losing their Second Amendment. They're not going to put up with losing their freedoms. They're not going to put up with Islamic invasion. So I love the liberals like, oh, look, suddenly evangelicals don't care if Trump's had all these wives. Evangelicals just want somebody that will leave Christians alone and let them raise their children, and he wasn't out to get them. They're not hypocrites. They're not idiots. They read the Bible, and they've also been around the block, you idiots. Most of real Christians have already been down the road of evil, whether it's sex or drugs or whatever. They get it. They're not hypocrites. They don't judge the president. They judge the heart like God does. And Trump's got a good heart. But I'm never going to sit here and steer you wrong. And I think your concerns are legitimate, and I think they're real. But I'll give you this pledge. Nobody's buying me off. Nobody's threatening me into submission. I've been told, you don't shut up, we're taking your kids, and they made a damn good run at it. I had them all the time. I got them half the time. And I've been told, you roll over or we're going to kill you. You roll over or we're going to have people say bad things about you. And then I have guests in here that have been offered $50,000 to lie about me yesterday before that Daily Mail crap broke. I'm not up here resisting all that because I'm trying to act like Mr. Tough Guy. I'm resisting that evil because I'm not talking to the general audience, even though I love you and I'm trying to wake you up. Right next to me at all times, because I'm spiritually dialed in, is God. And that's what God-fearing is you feel God's Spirit right there above you. And I'm not trying to impress God. I'm embarrassed in the presence of God. And all I'm trying to do is try to be as good as I can in this wicked body. And I can tell you right now that this is the big battle we're about to face. And Trump is only a blip on the radar screen for what's coming and what's already happened. And we've tried to put all our positive energy behind him and all our prayers, hoping he's strong and he can hold fast so that we can defeat this and hopefully not go through this. But people aren't strong as God is. As Revelation says, the beast will wage war against the saints and overcome them. I don't think Trump is faltering right now, but let me tell you something. These are shades of things to come. He is beginning to falter. The beginning of the beginning of the beginning is falter. We're up against AI computers. We're up against world government. We're up against communist China. We're up against our own decadence. We're up against our own evil. And God gives us signposts and warnings ahead of larger things. So don't put your faith in Trump. Don't put your faith in man. Don't put your faith in me. Because Lord knows I'd probably buckle under that type of pressure. I'm 44, and I'm ready to stop doing this. But I have to keep on because they're trying to push me out. No matter how hard, no matter how bad it gets, I'm going on to the end. So I can't give up on humanity because God's watching. But I'm not 70, almost 72 like the president. Looks like he's about 60. I could feel the pressure of the devil. I could feel it breathing down my neck. And I'll be honest with you, it makes me sometimes just want to have it all over with. Not that I commit suicide, but just I'm not fearing death anymore because I can see beyond the River Jordan. I know God's there, but I've got to get my soul in line to be with God. And all you fools that don't believe in God, you've never tasted of the higher things. And I don't say that as some elitist. I want you to taste. I want you to experience what I've seen. Mere glimpses into the mind of God. Unspeakable understanding, unspeakable grace, unspeakable will, unspeakable beauty, unspeakable love, unspeakable power, unspeakable vengeance, unspeakable dread, unspeakable death.